Palantir is climbing to $520 per share. How crazy would this be if it happens? But, as it turns out, they are actually on the path to doing this. We're looking at 11 times growth, and this will make everyone millions. Is there any truth to all this? How will Palantir even reach this insane level of growth? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Palantir just broke a huge milestone, and they did this for the first time. As you may already know, Palantir just closed in the recent trading session with a historic market cap. This has never been done before in the history of the company, and this has tons of implications for the company's future. So stay tuned as we break down what Palantir's next move would be. Palantir's market cap has now officially surpassed $100 billion, marking a major milestone for the company. This growth is stunning. This is nearly 10 times what it was just 2 years ago. With this surge, Palantir is now the 98th largest company in the US by market cap, signaling its increasing presence in the tech and AI space. This was possible because of the insane price movement of Palantir in the last trading session. Recently, Palantir closed at its highest level ever, at over $44. This was the first time it closed above $100 billion in market cap. During the last trading sessions, the stock even touched $45, showing strong momentum. It would have been even crazy if Palantir closed at this level. And here's why this is exciting. These record highs reflect the market's growing confidence in Palantir's future. This massive milestone is more than just a number. It signifies a turning point for the company. As Palantir's market cap grows, so does the trust among investors, both big and small. A company valued over $100 billion attracts attention from larger institutional investors, which can further boost stock demand and price. This level of growth shows potential investors that Palantir is not only stable, but also positioned for long-term success. The recent highs could lead to further price increases in the future. As the company continues to hit new records, momentum builds. This makes Palantir a more attractive option for those who have been hesitant to invest before. Investors are likely to see this as a sign of strength and stability, pushing them to put more trust in the stock. But this is just the beginning. As the stock price continues to climb, Palantir may also gain access to new opportunities. High valuation often leads to greater resources for research and development, allowing the company to innovate further. All in all, Palantir's growth to over $100 billion opens many doors. It boosts trust, attracts new investors, and strengthens its position in both the market and industry. This is likely just the beginning of what's to come. And there's something even bigger for Palantir. We could be looking at an 11 times growth in their price as mentioned earlier. How is this even possible? Hear this out. With all the recent updates about Palantir's success, some are pointing out that its price-to-earnings ratio has become even more expensive. But in reality, this might not be bad news at all. In fact, it's a sign of strong growth potential. To give context to this, let's look at Amazon when they were still young. The company's price-to-earnings ratio reached 3,000. At that time, many people thought it was extremely overpriced. But look at them now. It's one of the most successful companies in the world. Their price-to-earnings ratio has had many highs throughout its history, much like how Palantir is moving now. These peaks reflect periods of rapid growth when investors had high expectations for the company. The highest recorded price-to-earnings ratio for Amazon was over 3,000 in the late 1990s and early 2000s. This was during the dot-com bubble, when they were still a young company. At that time, people were betting on its future growth, even though it didn't have huge earnings yet. You can already see how Palantir is much alike with the tech giant. More recently, Amazon's price-to-earnings ratio surged again, reaching over 500 in 2015, especially after the pandemic boosted demand for online shopping. These high price-to-earnings ratios show how much investors believed in the tech giant's potential, even when the earnings didn't immediately reflect that potential. As they grew, its profitability stabilized, and it became a more mature tech company. So, when looking at Palantir's high price-to-earnings ratio, it's important to remember that many successful companies have gone through similar phases. Palantir, like Amazon once did, is in a high-growth period. Investors are paying for that future potential, not just today's earnings. Now, if we take this perspective further and assume Palantir could grow to a 3,000 price-to-earnings ratio like the tech giant once did, the price increase could be significant. A jump like this would result in an approximate 11.5% growth. As of today, Palantir's price-to-earnings ratio is still only at 260. This growth translates into a price target of around $520. This isn't a wild idea. Palantir is a company with strong foundations, and it has positioned itself as a leader in AI and data analytics. It has already shown the potential to scale rapidly. Reaching a price-to-earnings ratio of 3,000 would be a massive leap. But it's not outside the realm of possibility, considering Palantir's trajectory and the interest it's attracting from investors. If Palantir continues to expand its business and increase profitability, a price target of $520 could eventually be reached. While the price-to-earnings ratio may seem expensive now, it's often a reflection of future potential. And here's another potential reason why Palantir's future is bright. The potential for a partnership between Palantir and Boeing is becoming more likely, and the benefits for both companies could be enormous. Boeing faces several challenges that Palantir is well-suited to solve. These include financial strain, supply chain issues, data silos, and inefficiencies within their divisions. Palantir's advanced data integration and AI-driven solutions could be exactly what Boeing needs to overcome these hurdles. Let's talk about what Palantir could do to help. Financial strain, caused by cost pressures and debt risks, is one of Boeing's main concerns. Palantir's ability to break down data silos and create unified views of operations could boost financial performance within 3 to 6 months, giving Boeing a much-needed initial boost. Supply chain issues are another significant problem for Boeing, as inefficiencies and bottlenecks can slow production and delivery times. Palantir's predictive maintenance tools could optimize logistics and reduce downtime. These are all amazing already, but this is just the beginning. Boeing's visibility into its own data is currently limited, which can make decision-making more difficult. Palantir's data-driven solutions could offer better insights and security, allowing Boeing to make smarter business decisions. Lastly, inefficiencies within Boeing's divisions could be streamlined with Palantir's help. Operations that are not currently well organized could become more efficient with Palantir's security compliance systems. For Palantir, this partnership would be a massive win. Helping an already well-established company like Boeing succeed would prove the strength of Palantir's technology on a global stage. Investors in the market would take notice, driving Palantir's stock even higher. The increased visibility and trust in Palantir's solutions would open more doors in the aerospace and defense sectors. As Boeing overcomes its challenges and starts to see real improvements, the credibility of Palantir will only continue to grow. This partnership could be one of the catalysts that pushes Palantir to new heights in the future. And on top of all this, Palantir is now facing a huge market they could tap into. You'll never guess what this is. As shared by a user on X, he used Palantir to help him with his DIY home renovation project. This just shows that Palantir isn't just for huge corporations, but also for small projects even at the comfort of your home. Listen to this. The user shared that they were struggling to find the right tool to track their renovation projects, tasks, and materials. They needed something flexible that could fit their needs, not a tool that would force them to adjust their approach. That's when they decided to use their personal Palantir AIP environment to create their own project tracker. Even though they're not software engineers, they were able to tailor the platform to fit how they wanted to manage everything. They emphasize how powerful and adaptable Palantir's tools are, even for a non-expert like themselves. They hope their experience will give others a small glimpse of the possibilities within Palantir's AIP. The platform's flexibility can be applied not only to large-scale operations but also to more personal, everyday projects like a home renovation. But what do you think about this? Let us hear your thoughts in the comments. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Palantir update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.
New all-time high is on the horizon. How does that sound? I am pretty sure just one thought of it makes you excited. But what if I told you that there's a potential to triple the expectations? The Shiba Inu would literally explode in price. But recent discovery proves that it actually might be more than possible. And all of this because of one little detail we haven't been paying attention to. What a shame. But what is it about? And why should we be excited? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. In the past 7 days, more than 17 trillion Shiba Inu tokens have been moved, catching everyone's attention due to the significant increase in volatility. This massive movement is like a tidal wave in the world of cryptocurrency. To put it into perspective, 17 trillion tokens represent a huge portion of Shiba Inu's circulating supply, making this activity impossible to ignore. Such a large transfer of tokens often raises eyebrows because it can signal that the Shiba Inu is in a good place. What if it's not? Well, let me explain. A big shift in the market. When so much of a cryptocurrency is moved in a short period, it usually means that something big is happening behind the scenes. This could be anything from large holders or whales making strategic moves to potential changes in the market sentiment. With on-chain activity surging like this, many people are hopeful that a bullish trend might be on the horizon for Shiba Inu in the upcoming week. Recently, Shiba Inu's price has shown significant volatility, with charts indicating regular testing of support and resistance levels. This pattern suggests that Shiba Inu is in a consolidation phase, which means it's gathering momentum before making a significant move. This behavior makes people feel that a crucial shift is about to happen. It's like watching a calm before the storm. Everything is quiet, but you can sense that something big is on the way. Imagine standing by the shore and noticing the waves getting stronger and more frequent. You know a big wave is coming, but you can't tell exactly when or how powerful it will be. Investors are in a similar situation, feeling the anticipation and preparing for Shiba Inu to make its next big move. But here's something interesting. Even though 17 trillion Shiba Inu tokens were moved in the last 7 days, the price doesn't reflect this activity. In fact, Shiba Inu's price is down by 7% during the same period. This contradiction has people scratching their heads. Normally, such a large movement of tokens would be expected to have a significant impact on the price. When this much activity is happening, it's a good sign that Shiba Inu is going to have a significant impact on the price, especially with high trading volumes. Prices usually go up or down more dramatically. But seeing a 7% drop instead of a rise or a major change is puzzling to many investors. This situation leaves people wondering what's going on behind the scenes. They question whether this massive transfer is a strategic move by big players, or if there are other factors at play that aren't immediately visible. It's like expecting a big gig. Wave to hit the shore after seeing the tide rise, but then the water suddenly calms down in a second. Instead, this unexpected turn of events keeps everyone guessing about what might happen next. One of the factors that might have contributed to this unexpected price drop is the rising rumors and negativity towards the Shiba Inu development team. You might remember that they launched a lot of projects back in the day. But now, with no recent updates, people are losing hope and faith in the team. This happens because in the crypto world, trust and confidence play a huge role. When a team launches new projects, it creates excitement and optimism. But when there are no updates or progress reports, investors start to worry. They begin to doubt whether the team can deliver on their promises. And this doubt can lead to selling off their tokens, driving the price down. From an ethical point of view, it's understandable why people feel this way. They invested their money based on the promise of future developments. When those developments don't happen or aren't communicated, it feels like a broken promise. Transparency and consistent communication from the development team are crucial to maintaining trust. Without it, rumors and negativity can easily spread, causing further damage to the project's reputation and value. And one of the projects at the center of the hate and discussions was Shiba Inu's Metaverse project. The last major update for the project came in March 2024, when Lucy shared a sneak peek into the progress made on Shiba Inu Metaverse. Since then, the community hasn't received many updates about the project. This lack of information stirred speculation that the team might have forgotten about the Metaverse project. With growing concerns about the lack of updates, Shiba Inu's marketing lead, Lucy, addressed the issue in a Twitter post today. According to Lucy, the less information disclosed about the Metaverse project now, the more impactful the next revelation will be when it's unveiled. And this approach actually quite makes sense. By keeping details under wraps, the team can build anticipation and ensure that when they do reveal new information, it has a bigger impact. Tactic often used to create suspense and excitement, making the eventual announcement feel like a significant event rather than just another update. Lucy ended her tweet with the phrase, "This suggests that even though the team hasn't shared any updates about Shiba Inu Metaverse, they are actively working on it behind the scenes." This is reassuring for investors and supporters who have been worried about the project's future. Hearing this is good news because it restores some confidence. It shows that the team is aware of the community's concerns and is strategically planning their next move. This kind of communication is a good thing. This kind of communication helps to rebuild trust and can reinvigorate interest in the project, potentially leading to positive movements in the token's value. In addition, Lucy has often taken to the X social media platform to address the Shiba Inu community about those spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt about Shiba Inu and its developer team. Instead of suggesting a confrontational approach, Lucy proposes a peaceful and calm solution. In her tweets, Lucy advises the global Shiba Inu army on how to react to FUD and those who are interested in Shiba Inu. Attacking Shiba Inu. Her advice is simple. Do nothing. Let the fudders be, she recommends. Don't let them get to you. Be yourself. Choose positivity and positive things will happen. She also shared her personal approach, saying, "I simply forget they exist and leave them to their fate." This advice encourages the community to stay focused on their goals and not be distracted by negativity, promoting a positive and constructive atmosphere within the Shiba Inu community. And it looks like this approach has worked. The hate seems to have stopped, and Shiba Inu has stopped falling in price. As of now, it appears to be pretty stable, with the price remaining flat over the last 24 hours.